To those of us who crave a relationship, modern romantic love can seem almost unattainable. It is heedless, pressured, fleeting, a thing of great unimportance amongst everything else we have to do. Raised on a diet of happy endings and boy meets girl, we don't expect love to trip us up, as it so often does later in life. People break your heart, families split apart, and life shudders and shatters, then seems to settle, smoothing over the cracks and carrying on in this strange new familiarity. And now we are here, our 17, 18, 21-year-old minds and eyes and bodies and hands, perhaps swiping right for one night. Now we can handpick our quick fix. Is this because we don't believe in love anymore? In this pressured era of hookup culture, social media, societal and academic pressures, I want to speak to some couples who are navigating their relationships through 2019 and see if young love still exists.
Souvent on demande qu'est-ce que c'est l'amour. Est-ce que l'amour est une maison où vous soyez, même si c'est une petite maison? Est-ce que l'amour c'est la musique? Est-ce que l'amour c'est la nourriture? Est-ce que l'amour c'est un jardin plein de fleurs? Est-ce que tu es toujours heureux quand tu es amoureux? Peut-être pour certains. Cependant, l'amour n'est pas toujours comme dans les films.
You were wearing your Hawaiian shirt, and I thought, that's cool, I don't see many people my age wearing Hawaiian shirts, but I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I don't know if that helped, the Hawaiian shirt.
It did. Look us now.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. That's why I'm here.
We had our first date when we were in our first year, and it went so wrong. And that was...
It didn't go wrong.
It went so wrong, because we both left and we thought that... he thought that I was his friend, and he thought I was his friend. So then we just didn't speak for a while. And then in second year, we had a drunk kiss, and it was all fine.
We've been together 6 years. Well, I was too scared to ask her out in person, so I asked her to the park. I was planning on doing it, and I didn't, because I got too scared, and I asked her over text. And she said, I'm not saying yes over text, so you have to meet me again. Oh, that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done as a 14-year-old.
I think for me, it was probably the summer after first year, because, we'd probably, fancied each other, but not said anything. And then, when you're just pining after someone so hard and you're like, I'm not going to message them, I'm going to wait for them to message me. And then I kept trying to meet up with him and he kept sneaking out of it. And then just that feeling of longing, and that whole summer, just, seeing hats everywhere and being like, Tom. And then I was like, wow, why am I so bummed that I don't think he's talking to me? And I was like, oh, I like him, don't I? That's annoying.
Some people would prefer to do their education and then, meet someone. But I'm quite happy just where we are.
I think just life happens as it happens. I think if I'm not one of those people that put things in place or anything like that. So when we met and it went well, I suppose that was just easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the time of our lives where the most amount of changes were happening, like within ourselves, we kind of went through that together. So I think our relationship is fully part of the people we've become because
Yeah.
we've grown up in this relationship.
Yeah, well, I pretty much can't remember much before 14, so I can't remember much like before going out of you. So we've had to like grow with each other, change with each other.
You know, being in a relationship or having a family is not about completely readjusting your life. It's just about fitting like different pieces into the puzzle. It's not that it's impossible. You've just got to kind of just do it right.
Yeah, I think that having each other on the same course and being able to have that common ground, like, built our relationship quite a lot and actually gave us a lot more strength, really, in terms of both our like academic success and the success of our relationship.
I feel like monogamy has gotten such a bad rep recently, and I don't really get it because, at least for a lot of girls growing up, growing up watching all these like romantic comedies, you just think that like there's this one person who's just gonna get you and like do all of that one. In fact, there are several people who can do that, and that is like a comforting thing, but also like a thing that holds you back from being able to like commit fully to that person.
I know a few people that are in very happy relationships through Tinder. It's not a great story to tell the kids, but it definitely works. And in a way, because loads of people put down Tinder as well. I don't know if I'd want to meet someone through it personally, but I think it's actually a really good way to meet people because you're just like spreading how many people you can meet. It's like walking down the street and meeting like 60 people as you walk down. It's crazy. I think it makes sense.
Meeting someone, talking to them, learning how to be around someone, I think just those sort of things, even if you don't find the one or the person you're going to be with your whole life, it just sort of all prepares you for that, in that you can learn how to judge someone's feelings, how to understand their like needs and wants, and how to sort of make them happy.
It was like the first time we've obviously like grown up here. We've been going to the same schools, went to the same sixth form, and then straight out of sixth form, like because we've been doing the same thing the whole time, and then I just went away and did something completely different so far away, and it was like a massive shift, like the biggest
Big
adjustment
change.
we'd ever had
Yeah,
to make in our relationship. And I wasn't very happy at the beginning of uni. Like I was kind of expecting something from uni, like it was going to be like this amazing thing that would happen straight away and I'd be so happy. I didn't realise that it was going to be so hard.
You know, you were there. You were at uni. I couldn't come down every weekend because you had new friends to make, new things to do, and I had things to get on with as well. So we had to keep the distance, but also make sure it wasn't too much. And I think we did handle it quite well in the end.
We're very against cheating. We're both partners that have been cheated on in previous relationships. So I think having that, we both kind of come from broken relationships and then found each other. I think we're both very loyal. So that it bounced off quite well, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got quite a fear of cheating.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was quite refreshing in a way that it was both of our first relationships, because neither of us had specific scars that we would carry on and project to the next person, because often people go into a relationship with their set of, you know, prejudices and expectations, and so they kind of look for things to go wrong. But because we both had never done this before, it was very naive and very just, let's just be nice to each other and see how that goes. You know, so it's just been, we've literally just tried to be nice to each other in such a simple way, very innocent and naively. And it's worked so far. So it was scary, but ultimately I'm glad I waited for Tom.
Getting a clean house and dogs and cats.
Yeah, moving out and getting a cat.
Yeah.
I think we want to do a bit of travelling as well.
I mean, you do.
I want to do a bit of travelling. So I want to go to Italy and have some nice food. That I'm just excited about seeing what happens. I think, well, obviously we're about to finish uni, and that's quite scary because we don't really know, we're both going to live in different places and stuff. I think that's quite scary, but I think it's almost quite exciting as well to see how we'll end up and where our jobs will be and things like that.
I don't think it's that scary.
Oh. Well,
We'll be
it's
absolutely
scary
fine.
for me.
Many students have absorbed the idea that love is secondary to academic and professional success. For some, it is not important. However, after talking to people who demonstrate beautiful and healthy relationships on the cusp of their adult lives, it is clear to me that romance today can flourish, and that young love does still exist.